Hello, people, my name is Rage, and welcome, one and all, to Telltale's A Game of Thrones. I am just excited. I love the Game of Thrones as a universe to explore. I've read all the books, watched the show, looked up, quite frankly, too much lore for my own good. Many a night has been spent reading up on the world instead of sleeping, which probably sounds a little bit sad, but I don't care. I had fun. What you doing with your life? Oh, being successful? Well, so to say I was happy when Telltale announced that they were going to make a Game of Thrones game would be a massive understatement, because let's not beat around the bush. Every Game of Thrones game so far has been terrible, and with Telltale's track record, I was confident that it's going to be good, because their game style just suits Game of Thrones to a T. So I'm going to jump straight in, we are going to play through this, and we are going to enjoy it to the maximum. I want the most out of this game, and I know you guys do, so we're going to enjoy it together. For thousands of years, House Forrester have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. In the darkest reaches of Wolfswood, they harvest the rare ironwood trees. Now the North has been ripped apart by war, and the fate of House Forrester hangs in the balance. Now, I should say, for everyone watching, needless to say, in fact, this is going to be massive spoilers. If you're not up to date with Game of Thrones, either via the books or the TV, you probably don't want to watch this if you don't want spoilers. So you have been warned.
The great Jaime Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
Set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
So, we are playing as this guy. I know, a very astute observation. In fact, a Lee-esque observation.
With blood and brains all over it.
I do like that the first thing that we have to do is clean a bloodied sword fresh from battle.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend.
What?
Being honest.
What?
You are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand
So,
in
all in favour of stabbing him.
What? Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next, he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
You think he's lying?
No one never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. And broke his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Ooh, Lord Forrester himself. I'm really happy we're not playing as a more well-known family, because it lets them tell a really nice story.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
I don't take orders from you.
No, but you take orders from him. You idiot, you're his squire. Now fetch him some wine.
Moen will remember that. Oh yes, the ever-present, just subtle threateningness of Telltale games. So we are Lord Forrester's squire.
Faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
I love soldier banter, especially in the Game of Thrones universe, which kind of realish.
Tonight we celebrate.
Tonight we party, dubstep starts playing, they all start twerking, a bunch of lords do a handstand. That would be a drastically different sound. The King of the North to the King! Excitement.
House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
Nice. So where in the North remembers? Yes, it does. The North remembers. Oh, I'm already pumped. I am so pumped. so pumpeted right now. My pump level is 10, maybe even 11.
Yes, my lord.
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his
But
father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
With me, my lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty?
ooh,
What can I offer you?
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Gared.
Thank you, my
so
lord. I promise.
everything is kind
I
of
won't let
happy
you down.
now. Lord Forrester's chilling, we're his squire, we get a promotion.
We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires.
Given that
to
we're
feel
in Game of
discouraged.
Thrones,
Now go.
we're all about to
and
die,
find
aren't we?
Roderick if you can.
We're not allowed
I
to
will,
be
my lord.
happy for too long.
Thank you.
It's a pit of despair and darkness, because you either win the Game of Thrones, or you die. There is no middle ground.
Quiet!
Cersei Lannister,
Fetch us more wine.
2012.
Can you give me a hand?
I will do no such
Come
thing!
on. Make it up to you.
Do it yourself.
I've been a squire longer than you, which means I outrank you.
So, he told you, not me.
Go with Bowen.
Oh, Lord Forrester took note. Ugh, ugh, ugh! I don't know why I went Scottish there, but sometimes it's necessary.
Wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin.
How about a sword through
See,
your
that's where
neck?
you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Who doesn't love bacon? That's a notion I can get behind. Not the pigs, I mean the
farmers.
bacon. Let's not go down that route.
All I'm saying is, at this rate, we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low.
This is so lovely being
For all
treated
I
to
know,
the
we
world
could be
of Game of
squires for
Thrones.
life.
It really, really
Lying around
is.
the fucking
Oh yeah, let's rub the promotion in his face!
Tomorrow I ride with
Ho 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 ho!
Forrester.
Sir Gared the fucking Great. Unbelievable.
You told him the truth.
Maybe a
God damn, I
farm or
did.
castle in
Verbally bitch
Promoted
slapped
to-
him.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it.
He's got Lord Forrester's ear, doesn't he? I'm sure it didn't hurt.
Well, no, but technically you could say the fact that it's not
That's right
raining
over
death
there.
meteors didn't hurt. It's kind of a... How... She... Oh! Oh, so that... If this is the night of the Red Wedding... As I said, the spoiler warning, I'm going to assume everyone here knows everything about Game of Thrones.
Generous mood. Fucking
We are about to get slaughtered! House Stark is about to get slaughtered? Yep, they're armed. They've got the swords, the crossbow. We're actually going to experience the Red Wedding for what it was like for the soldiers in the camps. He's prepping.
Don't expect me to
Oh,
carry it for
we
you,
need
Sir
to get
Gared.
out of here. We need to go... Oh, no, we need to save Lord Forrester. He's totally going to get killed, isn't he? That's what's going to kick off the events of House Forrester. Lord Forrester's going to get axed so hard. Right in there right now. Robb Stark, Catelyn, they're being slaughtered. We need to get back now. Oh, this is... Well, it's tragic. This is really exciting to be part of the Red Wedding.
Need to go.
Oh.
Take the fucking flagon already.
And a quick little bite-sized fact here, that with how brutal and dark Game of Thrones is, did you know that it's based on actual medieval times, which were technically much worse? So there you go. And I bring this up because... Oh, save Bowen or what? Nope, sorry, Boren, you are gone. You are dead, mate. Goodbye. Oh! Just run. Nope, the Lord is more important. The Lord is more important than Bowen. We gotta save Forrester. He's the head of the house. He has to stay together. So the reason I brought up the medieval thing there, which may seem inappropriate, I want you to be aware that everything you're seeing in this game is actually less brutal than what it was actually like in medieval times. And that's what I love about Game of Thrones. It's so spot on. Oh no, no, I forgot. Okay, we did it. We did it, guys. We did it. Don't worry. I got this. So the fighting has broken out. We sacrificed our friend for the good of the house, and I think that's what we do. I'm going to play the Game of Thrones with brutal efficiency, because that's how you need to play the Game of Thrones. And also, that was a beautiful little stab there. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Get the shield. Get the shield. Get the shield. Yeah! Show him who's boss. Yep. Yep. That's, he dead now. We need to get back. We need to get back so bad. Oh my god, we need to save him. We need to save them as many as possible. But we only have a shield. Well, I mean, a shield is a lot of blunt force damage. No! Yes, take it down. And boom! That was awesome. Apparently, we know how to fight. Sweet, back up from the house. Betrayal is rife. The blood is being spilt. That cat's on fire. Okay. I mean, this seems... Ooh. Ooh, that is bad luck. Okay, we're going underneath it. Though I have a feeling this is not the best position to be in when indiscriminate slaughter is happening around you. Oh my god, save, 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 save. I am loving the presentation of this game, by the way. The art style they've chosen is perfect for a Telltale Game of Thrones. Come on, we got this. We are the world's noblest squire. Nice. Pretty standard. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Q, 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 Q. No, I couldn't Q enough. I couldn't Q enough. Oh. God, I'm not horsing around here. We are not horsing around. We need to leave right now. Kick him under the path of the horses. Come on. Oh, brutal. Fatality. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. In the leg. No. Oh god. Yeah, I called it, didn't I? I so called it. We need to get the hell out of here. We really do. It is all going horrifically wrong, but then again we knew it would, because this is a predetermined event.
Gared, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Gared.
Hey, he's gone, my lord. There was nothing I could do.
I think that's kind of the half-truth, really.
You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him?
I had to leave him. I had no other choice.
Let's be honest. Let's stay honest. Wow, he just gave me evils. Yeah, we need to get hold of a sword pretty damn quick. I'll be surprised if Mr. Lord Forrester gets out of this in one piece. Whoa, that is dirty. Attacking an unarmed man. That's what I would expect from a fray. With Black Walder as your liege lord. Ooh, not the arrow.
You fucking traitor!
Yes, you traitor
While there's
indeed.
still time.
Also, how badass was that? He just snapped off that arrow like it was nothing. Let's get out of here. Let us get out of here. He has got one hell of a great sword there. Like, specifically a great sword, not just a sword that is great. But it is a great sword. We have to keep moving. We do. We have to keep moving.
Never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
That was intense and epic and awesome, and the North remembers. The North will remember.
With your life.
Vengeance
Ironrath, where it belongs.
will be brought down upon them. See? I told you it was a great sword, didn't I? Called it. Ah, I love me and my weaponry.
Fall into the hearts of those traitors. You have to go.
Can't leave, liege lord. You cannot leave him alone.
You will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost.
I will
Tell
inform
no one
him of
but
this.
him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
You gave him your word. I will honor
You
it.
must do this for your house.
I will be brutal. I will be efficient. But I will also be noble as the squire of the now deceased, soon to be deceased, Lord Forrester. Well, let's start as we mean to go on. Welcome to the Game of Thrones, everybody. Where no one gets a happy ending. Through the night. That is how we do. Oh, the actual show intro as well. That is neat. So that's really setting the stage there. Probably the only really well-known event that will happen in the game, I imagine. And then we're going to be detailing the story of House Forrester, the Squire, and seeing how they play out with the politics of Westeros and what's going down. So, in terms of the timeline, we are behind the show and the books, which is good because it gives us potential for growth, and it also does kind of let other major events happen, so that's really quite neat. This is awesome, though. I am filled with such wonderment. Telltale, from what I can see, have really done it again, and they've given Game of Thrones the game experience it really deserves. I am excited to see how things develop. Oh, Game of Thrones. And also I hear tell that the actors who play the characters in the show are voice acting the characters if we meet them in the game, which is very exciting. Forrester lands the King's Road. I'm going to try and make each of these episodes a little bit longer than I did with the other Telltale games, just because I think that's kind of better, because I mean there's a lot going on that you want to be a part of, so I think that makes sense. Roughly 30 minutes plus per, I guess that makes sense, maybe 4 episodes a chapter, we shall see. So we have our first I can control section, which is neat. I wonder if we can get our Leon and become a detective and identify that fences are pointy, but maybe not. We do have one hell of a sword. Blood! Let's have a look what the blood can show us. Is that really his only... Oh, okay. Fresh blood. Well, I guess that's useful, slightly. If it stopped at blood, I'm afraid it would have happened again. Dead pig. Please tell me it's a dead pig. Please. So, we've escaped from the Red Wedding, only just. The betrayal has happened, the North is in disarray, the armies of House Stark have been scattered. At this point, the Lannisters have very much won the Game of Thrones, but little are they aware that the North was really not their only opponents, because we have the stirring in the east with Daenerys, and I wonder if that'll come into play later on, because there's a lot of pieces on the chessboard that is Westeros. I wonder how many we're going to actually get to see, and I wonder if we're going to get sort of the book elements, and we're going to have multiple characters that we get to follow the story of, because while this Squire dude is interesting, it would be nice to have multiple locations. Winter may be coming. Winter is always coming. Ooh, you killed that pig like it was a pig. Oh, well, you know, it makes sense, actually, now that I think about it.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Ooh.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
Shh! You are all dead, my friends! Though being a noble savior, generally not a smart idea. I really hope it's possible to actually lose this game.
My land! This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North.
Lord Bolton can go just himself. Trying to keep my language clean, but that may not maintain through the whole series. But for now, Mr. Skinflayer, the Boltons known for flaying their victims alive, removing all the skin, wearing human skin as cloaks. Very, very gruesome.
Fuck you.
Oh yes! Stab that sword in him. I thought we're supposed to be a competent swordsman. Why are we so bad? Well, we tried.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Did he really just nick my sword? Ah, a tool we are more used to.
Really
Oh no, we're going to get for the long range. The long range makes a lot more sense. Stab him, claim the sword, and I think that's going to be good. We can actually rip the sword. Yeah, rip the sword out of his hand. That makes sense. That's what the grip is, the disadvantage of the grip, and then we can do a nice little insta-kill with that. We can go for the axe now, which is actually a much better weapon when facing a spear like that, because you can basically dodge to the side, run up the spear, and if you've got a really short close-range weapon like that hatchet, there's nothing the spearman can really do to stop it. That's why medieval units were generally made up of multiple types of soldiers. Oh, okay, we got this, we got this, we got this. Because, like, the sort of movie and game misnomer that is like, this is a unit of spearmen, this is a unit of footmen, they were kind of more mixed up to cover each other's weaknesses. Okay, drop down, drop down. And there it is. See, you get inside a spearman's guard, there is nothing he can do to recover. Mercy? Does this look like the face of Mercy?
I have no quarrel with you.
Die. No survivors.
See you hang for this.
No
I promise.
survivors. But remember what I did? Oh, I was hoping I would get to kill him afterwards, but I suppose that is not to be the case. But we did defend our home, so that's good. That is very good.
Father?
Gared, you survived. Your sister.
Oh no. I dread to think what's happened to her. Yeah. Yeah.
I tried to stop them.
So we've lost our lord, lost our father, lost our sister. All in all, a fairly average day for your average Game of Thrones player. I'm not even joking, that's kind of light on the losses. Yes, you will, sir. I will help you murder all that have caused this. I hope I get the opportunity to. I really, really do. Ooh. Ironrath, stronghold of House Forrester. A really secluded stronghold. Forrester, as a house, have only been mentioned briefly in the series, which means they're well known enough to be a focal point, but not well known enough to actually let a story be told about them without the confines of people going, that didn't happen. So it's a really good choice on Telltale's part to do House Forrester. And the ironwood trees are really important in the world, because it's the strongest wood, and it's what they're known for. That's why they're Forresters.
I was too late. They were already dead.
No.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Quickly, you swabs! Wait, no, we're not pirates. We're not pirates, guys. I lied about pirating there, so
Two
I'm sorry.
White Hill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
Oh, that makes it even
This never would have
worse.
happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Meister.
Maester.
The practitioners of medicine in the Game of Thrones world, they are basically primitive doctors and also spiritual leaders, the Maesters. The chains that they wear around their neck is a symbol of how well they did.
White Hills will claim it was murder.
Every
It was your
extra link that
family.
they
I
get
can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again if I had the
means
chance.
that they're more
If we don't
competent, a
respond
1,
with
2, and
strength,
3
they
link
won't
Meister.
stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh no, we're gonna actually have to do it. Oh. Oh.
These are dark.
That is
days out here.
disgusting, but
To lose
so
the
was
Lord of the
medieval
House and
medicine.
the
Barely
eldest son
medicine.
through such a despicable
More
act of
superstition
treachery
than
and
anything.
betrayal.
Oh, I
The
love
house has been
medieval
ours
times and
before
medieval
in
history.
times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let
Game
you
of
be
Thrones
right.
based actually
The
on the
future of
War
this
of the
house is in Lord
Roses,
Ethan's hands
which took
now,
place between
although he is
Yorkshire, where
young
I live, and
altogether
Lancaster next door.
unprepared to lead.
Was a brutal war in English history, and that was the
Right.
inspiration for all of the events in Game of Thrones. With a
this
little bit
might
of
hurt a
fantasy
bit.
thrown in. This is kind of disgusting with the leg wounds, though. Like, really.
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Yay, we're good. Though we do have maggots crawling around
Go on.
in our
Don't
leg.
stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Which is really... Ugh. Just imagining maggots in your leg like that. Well, let's look at the window. I like a good window as much as the next guy. I find you can really see through them. The great ironwood trees. Impressive specimens. So named because of their comparable qualities to iron itself, which is obviously impressive, you know, for wood. Alright, so we get to have a nice little explore around one of the main rooms in the seat of House Forrester, which is really, really neat. Medical supplies, see what's going on there. Touch!
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
I don't know what your definition of cute is, but that's not it. That's really, really not it. Yeah. Yeah, let's back out of that real quick. Anything else we can observe?
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Well, I'm sure I'm doing okay. Just put more pressure on it. Can I leave? No, I just gotta keep walking around. Ah, the tapestry. Let's go admire some art. I like a good bit of art. Nice, nice bit of art.
Mirror. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Mirror. Okay.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Ah, so there's other members of
Tyler
House
Ethan.
Forrester.
I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Yeah, because he's
Right.
default the new Lord of
Never
House
easy being
Forrester.
the fourth-born son. Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far. Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
So that's all of the Forresters.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I'm not mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
So I suppose then that because Roderick's dead, then
Keep
yeah,
moving.
the
I need
kid
to
is
see
now
what-
de facto Lord of the House, which is really, really unfortunate because obviously children don't make good lords or kings. In fact,
It's a
goddamn
good thing
Joffrey!
Bringing that back
We're not
to
gonna
House
bring him up
Forrester.
though. We'll strangle him, but it's fine
Belongs to Lord Ethan now.
because
That
he's
sword has been handed down
dead.
through 50 generations of Forresters.
Let's have a talk to him as well.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands.
Third
rather
born sons.
frightening
What happened to
when
the
you think about
second?
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Well, isn't that just convenient?
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but...
Oh,
Lady
Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Gared. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Gared, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Butchered, murdered, like dogs. I will avenge them,
So
my
sorry.
lady.
Me too.
I can't say that in any seriousness because of the freaking internet stereotype
now.
meme that
Carry on.
milady has become. Such a nice medieval sort of peasantry shorthand for my
Gared was
lady,
just
milady,
telling me
because of
valiantly
how they
Lord
enunciated.
Forrester fought to the end.
But you just can't say it anymore without sounding like a just jackass.
Sure Lady
Damn you,
Forrester
internet,
would
for
like to know
ruining phrases!
Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say.
Well, we promised, we swore
have
not
the
to tell
Forrester's
anyone
sword.
but Uncle.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Gared.
Of course, my lady.
I wonder if it's
Demands a response.
It's too
Valerian
dangerous,
steel,
especially
because that would be
now.
impressive.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Gared, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the
Bolton
ones who should be
deserved it.
demanding retribution.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Oh, burn!
Not as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Gared's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
We do need to
deserves
be
to be
smart, to be
heard.
fair. That is
My
the way
uncle's
to
right.
play it.
We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him.
Ooh, no, Eddard
So,
Stark was
what's
too
to be done?
honourable for his own good. That's the difference. Honour is a fatal flaw in the
It will
Game
be
of
for Lord
Thrones.
Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice, they'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Aww.
Cannot stay.
You can't send me away.
We have no choice, Gared.
Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong!
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Oh, we get to go to the wall and meet Jon Snow! I'm happy about that! That is so good! Oh, the excitement builds. The excitement
I know it's difficult to
builds.
understand, but you must think of the house.
I'll do what's asked of me.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you.
Oh, well,
have
that's
plenty
nice of you, thanks.
We haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Well then, guys, I think that is definitely a good place to leave
Word up
it.
to me. I'd gladly drive a sword through
I will
Lord
see you all
Whitehill's
next
heart
time.
if given a
We will
chance.
continue from this very point. But for now, yeah, I am so... This is awesome. I cannot wait to see how this story unfolds and who ends up where and who ends up dead and who ends up the victor. So have a like for the Game of Thrones, guys. My name's been Rage. Subscribe for more. And goodbye.